the invite. This is amazing.
Dana, I know this is your first brunch, so don't worry. We are very excited to have you here. Okay, so this is a brunch show always between breakfast and lunch. So we always start talking about morning. For example, my morning now starts with the fresh juice. I love juices. You have no idea, and it's very healthy and everything. So we want to know
right here. Yes, this is called like a green grasshopper juice. It's a green juice with pineapple, celery, apples, just a way for me to get all my fruits in. It is so good and sweet.
And it's part of your routine, your daily routine?
Yes. My fiance husband does these drinks every single morning. So I joined the bandwagon and I absolutely love it. Just a way to start my day fresh off with a nice green juice. What kind of juice do you drink?
Well, actually, it depends on the fruits that I have. For example, today I made something with the pineapple and celery as well.
Okay.
Cactus, because we love cactus here.
Really?
Yes, and it's very, very healthy. You have no idea.
Wow, I'm going to have to try that.
Yes, it's super healthy. And for your green juice, will be fantastic. Trust me.
That's amazing.
So,
I'm
my
definitely
dear,
have to get it. Okay.
Just few seconds, okay?
No problem.
Ok. A ver, gente, estamos hablando acerca de cómo es, ya saben que nos encanta hablar aquí, chismear, cómo empiezan las mañanas las superestrellas. Y Dana Brooke lo empieza bien healthy. Es la primera que empieza con juguitos. Juguito verde, dice que todas las mañanas le pone que la manzana, que el apio. Y yo le dije, Dana, agrégale un poco de cactus y de nopal, como lo conocemos acá, porque va a estar mucho mejor. Van a ver. Se va a ver. That's why your skin is so beautiful, right? Because of your juice.
Thank you. Yes, and always constantly working out. My skin routine is, I try and keep it on point, but you know, some days you have those days where on TV and getting ready for live events, we put a ton of makeup on, and I'm sure a lot of people know sometimes your skin breaks out really bad. So when I'm home during the week, I try and wear as limited makeup as I possibly can to keep my skin nice and fresh. Okay. But this definitely helps for sure.
And can you give me an advice to have that kind of skin? I mean, maybe something.
I always, it's funny to say this. I always exfoliate, but also, Miz and Maurice, like the Miz and Maurice. Maurice just came out with a skincare line. And I always use her moisturizer all the time. I believe it's called like Violation or something like that. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Have her send you some. You're going to love it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Maurice on that.
Perfect. A ver, pues, la neta, yo me atreví a preguntarle porque tiene una piel maravillosa. Y me dijo, a ver, pues es que la cosa de que te maquillen todos los días, de estar, o bueno, no todos los días, pero cuando te maquillan muchísimo. Entonces, ella en los días de la semana, lo que hace es exfoliar su cara y usa las cremas de Maurice, que ya sacó su línea de productos, una crema humectante, que dice que le ha funcionado bárbaro. Así que próximamente Quetzalli va a usar las cremas de Maurice para tener una cara como Dana Brooke. Perfecto.
So, a little funny thing is I'm trying to learn Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yes. So hearing you talk, I can hear certain words that I pick up on and I understand it. Because like I said, my fiance, he's Cuban and his whole family talks Spanish.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting here trying to, learn and understand. And he tells me within one more year, I'll be talking Spanish fluently. So
that's great. What kind of words do you know?
Well, ¿cómo te llama? Me llamo Ashley, or Dana. It's funny, my boyfriend's son taught me about this. La muchacha no la toca. Like, boy, don't touch that. So yeah, just like little funny like words. I know food, comida, el baño. Just like little things to get by. You understand? Okay. So when I'm living in Miami, they speak Spanish everywhere. Everywhere.
It's true. Yeah.
So I have to speak a little bit, un poquito.
Yeah, but you know that your accent actually is kind of a Cuban, just a bit. I can notice that.
Being with him now for 2 years, yeah, I have a little Cuban in me.
That's why very sexy. This is
Ah,
sexy
thank
accent.
you. Thank you.
A ver,
Gracias.
no, de nada, muy bonito. Pues Dana está aprendiendo a hablar español, está aprendiendo a hablar español cubano y nada mejor que del amor. Con el amorcito uno aprende a hablar mejor. Y yo le decía que, no sé ustedes, gente, pero para mí Dana tiene un acento cubanito súper bonito y sexy. A ver, vámonos con lo siguiente. So we have seen that you're in a fantastic shape. I can imagine your diet and oh my God, I start feeling hungry. So, but do you have any cheat meal or something, or do you always keep your diet like super clean?
No, years ago, I used to compete in bodybuilding and fitness, and my diet was always on point, always, always, always on point. But I started to understand that that's not a way to live and live a happy life, you know, because I was always trying to go to restaurants and go out to eat, and it would be like grilled chicken, broccoli, and just white rice, or just along the lines of always eating super clean. But as far as I would say the last 2 or 3 years, I've been trying to adjust my diet and improvise a cheat meal once or twice a week where I just get to enjoy something. Um, I love chocolate. Like chocolate is my weakness. Sweets are my weakness. Desserts are my weakness. I don't know what it is. I just absolutely love desserts and sweets. So I try and implement that throughout my diet as far as like my workouts. If I have a really, really, really tough workout that day, I'll allow myself to have a little bit of something sweet and then, you know, jump right back on it. But it makes me a happier person overall. And it registers with me a little bit too, because my body adjusts now. Like I know my body from like the back of my hand. I can, you know, manipulate it any which way possible. And within the last 2 or 3 years, it's been a blessing to understand that if I train extra, extra hard, I can, you know, reward myself with a little bit of sweets here and there. So I definitely try to eat clean as majority of the day or, you know, majority of the week, but I definitely like to treat myself.
Okay, you're saying that when you train so hard, like what does it mean?
Like so basically I'll wake up in the morning, I'll have my green juice, I'll have some coffee. Then I go with, this is when I'm home, not when I'm traveling on the road. When I'm home, then I'll go to the gym with Yuli and I do like a cardio training. And he's, you know, does a lot of boxing. So I've picked that up too, where I started boxing. And that is the toughest workout ever. Like, you're using your mind, you're using your hands, you're going, you know, you're boxing, you're using your whole body. So we usually train for about an hour. Okay. And then we come home and I'll eat like a healthy meal. If it's fish, if it's a turkey burger, if it's something along those lines, very clean. And then in the afternoon, I do strength and conditioning, which means like I'll lift a lot of weights. I'll do a lot of band work or, you know, machine work and stuff like that. And that will be another hour. And then that will be my workout. So I typically work out 2 times a day. And now I'm implementing a lot of recovery work as far as like physical therapy and rehab and stretching. Because let me tell you something, I just turned 33 on Monday and my body hurts like it's never hurt before, you know? It's like, oh my God, what is this ache? Oh my God, my neck hurts. Or, you know, it's like, wow, I'm getting old. Before, when it was young, I could jump up out of bed and hit the road, no problem. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm hurting, you know, these aches and pains. So I'm trying to implement a lot of recovery and stretching, which is very, very important now too.
About that, feliz cumpleaños, Sati. Feliz cumpleaños, Dainita. Feliz cumpleaños, Sati.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
We want to talk about that, but just let me introduce this.
Yes.
After we continue, okay?
For sure.
Bueno, pues qué maravilloso es tener esta chica porque, wow, miren, pues resulta que yo le estaba preguntando acerca de, yo me imagino que, o sea, tu dieta y puta, ¿no? Está cañón que yo siga una dieta así. ¿Tienes alguna comidita rica? Y me dijo, mira, trato de mantenerme como sabemos, ella estuvo compitiendo por fitness y todo, ¿no? Entonces llevaba una dieta súper especial. Ahora dijo, es que eso no es vivir. Entonces, ella conoce su cuerpo como la palma de su mano. Y dijo, mira, cuando yo entreno súper fuerte, que son 2 horas al día, eso es entrenar fuerte, se puede echar unas cositas dulces porque es amante de las cosas dulces, como yo y ustedes saben, y creo que bastantes de las chicas le gusta que el chocolatito. Así que ya sabemos, lo voy a anotar ahorita porque le voy a llegar con una caja de chocolates fregones a Dana Brooke, porque aparte fue su cumpleaños el lunes. Entonces, y ahorita dijo que otra cosa de las cosas importantes es que ya implementó una nueva rutina para hacer stretching, o sea, para estirar y para tener como, sí, ahora darle el tiempo de recuperación a su cuerpo, porque ya siempre se necesita, pero ahora más, digámoslo así. So, Dana, you were a complete surprise for the WWE Universe when you covered Cedric to win the 24/7 championship. How was that feeling, and how do you plan that?
You know something, it's just been an amazing end of, 2021. I said it on Twitter about 15 days prior to my birthday. I said, in my heart, I just want to wrestle. I love wrestling. I love being in front of the WWE Universe. And especially having fans back now, that just warms my heart. And I love going out there and performing, and I love inspiring people out there. So that was one of my birthday wishes, was just to wrestle. Another one was actually holding a title at the age of 33. And I see everybody always working towards opportunities and always are super driven for the next step. And I always live my life as a champion every single day. I always wake up and I train, and I've set my mind that I'm going to conquer each and every single day to the best of my abilities. And at night, I always put my head down and I said, check, I did this, check, I did that, check, I did this. I said, I won. Today was a victory. And today, tonight I'm a champion. So I thought that the 24/7, title meant everything to me, because I try and live my life like a champion every single day. Yeah. And I saw that opportunity. I was like, something, I don't understand why these women don't go after that 24/7, champion title. We can do everything that the men can do, and we work just as hard as these men do. So I took that opportunity and I capitalized on it. And, I manifested this. I said at 33, I want to wrestle, and at 32, I want to wrestle, and at 33, I want to hold the title. So this came a little bit early, and I plan on holding it for a very long time. And actually on Monday, which was my actual birthday, on November 29th, I got to wrestle. So it was the best birthday ever. It really, really, truly was. And, I always say that this is for everybody out there. It's not just personally for me. It's for everybody out there that lives their life like a champion each and every single day.
That's great.
Thank you.
And 33 is a great number as well.
Yes. I read the meaning. I'm very big on reading meanings of certain days and certain numbers. And the meaning of 33 is truly beautiful.
Oh, yeah? What does it mean?
It means like a master and guidance, and opening your heart to gratitude and being a leader. I posted it on my Instagram about what it means, but it's a beautiful number.
Okay, I will check because I want to know that.
Yeah. How old are you?
Same.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And it was the same that you, I think, is one of the most incredible years of my life as well.
It's beautiful. I'm really excited to see what this year has in stock for me. I'm really excited.
Congratulations. I think it's the best gift. And congratulations as well, because you're saying something really important for everyone. That you create something in your mind and you hold it and you're keeping just going and training and everything. It's just time, right? It's
time. Yeah, I always say that, consistency over time equals success. So if you're consistent over time and keep going and not deviate from the path, and you keep going straight, you're going to be successful one day. There's no doubt about it.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much for your work.
Thank you.
Right. Gente, wow. Yo ya soy la capitana del club de fans de Dana Brooke. La verdad, estamos hablando ahora acerca de cómo, ¿qué onda con el campeonato 24/7? Que fue una completa sorpresa para todos nosotros. Y me dijo, sí, o sea, sí, pero yo ya lo venía decretando. Escuchen esto, porque es muy importante. Yo ya lo venía decretando desde hace mucho tiempo. Se levantaba y vivía como una campeona. Y entrenaba y hacía toda su rutina como una campeona. Entonces ella dijo en Twitter hace como 15 días que ella iba a tener, o sea, para su cumpleaños, ella iba a sostener un título. Y ¡pum! Que le llega el título antes. ¿Cómo la ven? O sea, ese fue el regalo más increíble de cumpleaños. Y nos estaba diciendo que el lunes que también estuvo, pues, luchando, para ella fue algo impresionante. Fue el mejor regalo de cumpleaños que pudo haber tenido. Y dijo, claro, es que necesitas constancia y mucha disciplina y también decretarlo para que las cosas sucedan. Ya lo saben. Cuestión de magia y cuestión de trabajo súper fuerte, ¿eh? And how are you planning to defend your 24/7 championship? Because
this one's a hard one, and I love a good challenge, right? Because any other WWE title can only be defended in the ring.
yeah,
This can be defended any place at any time. So I have to keep constantly watching over my shoulder. I always have to be on my toes when someone approaches me. I'm like, okay, wait, are you like, I have to feel you out here for a second because I have to be ready at all times, which, you know, it could be in a parking lot, it can be in the gym, it could be, you know, backstage at WWE. So I'm always on my toes, and I'm ready for a challenge. I always am ready for a challenge. And I definitely want to hold this and represent it for a very, very, very long time, especially being a female holding this title. And as I said before, representing all those who live their life to be a champion 24/7. So I definitely plan on using my athletic skills in flipping and tumbling. You know, Reggie was an amazing champion as well too, not to take anything away from him. But again, women can do it just as well as men do. And how Reggie was flipping and twisting all over the place, that's how I think I can defend this title to my best ability as well.
And I think you have something extra, like an
thank you
as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have that thing, and I'm completely sure that the 24/7 championship will be yours, like, for a long, long time. I really wish it well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No, it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling to hold this and represent WWE with the 24/7, you know, title as well too. It's an amazing feeling, and you know, hopefully maybe one day on this arm I can be WWE Women's Champion or, you know, Tag Team Champion as well too, and conquer it all.
Yeah, please. We have to talk about that. A ver, gente, estábamos hablando ahorita acerca de cómo le va a hacer para poder ser, o sea, retener el campeonato, porque va a estar bien cañón, ¿no? O sea, va a ser súper difícil ahorita que todo el mundo va a estar sobre ella. Y ella me dijo, es que yo traigo, pero los ojos donde sea. O sea, que me voy a cualquier ladito y agarro el campeonato porque sé perfecto que ya no solamente lo tengo que cuidar en el ring, sino también lo tengo que cuidar afuera del ring. Así que Dana anda con todo porque dijo, o sea, este campeonato es como representar lo que les acabo de decir, ¿no? De que todo, o sea, que lo soñó desde hace mucho tiempo y es el principio de un montón de campeonatos que va a querer conquistar. Así que esa va a ser la siguiente pregunta. A ver. So, on the last Monday Night Raw, you were with the team Liv. And let me tell you, that we see you very sharp in the ring against Team Becky. Your team picked the win. So I want to know, how do you feel working with Liv, Bianca, Nikki, and Rhea?
Yeah, it's an honor. It's really an honor to work with all of the women too. Just being pushed by Team Becky, but us, you know, showing that we can hang too. We are just as good as they are, if not even better, and we proved that on Monday. Working with Liv, you know, I've seen Liv come up in WWE. When she was first hired, I said, oh, she has it, you know, with her look, how cute she is, and she's just an incredible athlete. Working with Bianca, you know, it it motivates me, because it's like everything that they can do, you know, I want to do too. And I want to be an asset just like those women are to the women's division. And I think it's a beautiful thing that we all came together and we all had one goal, and that was to, you know, be on Team Live and you know, get a victory. And that's exactly what we did. And it just meant everything too, to hold this up there and show the world, you know, that I am the 24 champion and I can wrestle just with all the women in the division. And I've worked with Becky too, as long as I've been with WWE. She was, you know, hired around the same time I was too. So seeing her climb and where she is today is truly amazing too. But I also want to show the WWE universe I can be at that level as well. That's some fire.
Yeah, fire. Fuertes declaraciones de Dana Brooke. A ver, nada más voy a comenzar con el final, porque dijo, yo he crecido con Becky y he visto lo mucho que ha crecido ella y todo lo que ha escalado. Sí, bien, pero espérense, porque quiero enseñarles al universo de WWE hasta dónde voy a llegar yo. Así que prepárense, porque Dana Brooke está on fire, está en fuego, ¿eh?
Fuego.
Y la pregunta fue acerca de cómo era, ahora que estuvo con Liv, en el equipo de Liv, cómo fue estar con todas estas chicas que ahora son una revolución completa. Y dijo, bueno, la verdad es que para mí fue un honor por completo, porque pues ver a Liv, todo lo que trae físicamente, que es una atleta por completo también, pues fue un honor. Pues no se diga nada más que de Bianca, ¿no? Que Bianca es una inspiración. Y luego ya vino lo de Becky. Así que tenemos fuego en la mesa. Muy bien. So, an honest question. Was this a 5-against-5 women's elimination match better than the one at Survivor Series? Because I feel that was really good.
No, I mean, not to take away from the actual Survivor Series match. I felt like it's great to have competition within its own division. You know, SmackDown and Raw have their own 2 separate rosters of women, and it's always good to stir up the pot here a little bit, right? And having a showcase every single woman of that Raw division was spectacular. And being able to go out there and perform with these women of the Raw roster means everything to me, because it shows that every single woman on the Raw brand is the best, you know, and we can compete with any other roster, even if it's NXT or SmackDown, that we do have some amazing women on our roster. But Survivor Series, man, that was a great matchup as well. It was really, really, really something to watch. And it showed, you know, the best of both teams, the best of both brands, but, you know, Raw did come out on top. Yeah. So that does speak for itself.
Ok, pues estábamos hablando ahorita de qué le pareció mejor, básicamente, ¿no? Si el match 5 contra 5 que tuvieron o el que estuvo en Survivor Series, que me pareció una joya total. Y dijo, bueno, a ver, es que la verdad, lo que hemos demostrado como síntesis completa es que el equipo de Raw femenino lo trae todo, bebé. Lo trae todo y va a ir por todo. Y es la verdad. O sea, demostró todo en los 2 matches, ¿no? Entonces, pues la verdad, yo estoy muy emocionada de lo que se va a venir, porque aparte vienen todos en fuego, chicos. A ver. So, now that you are with the 24/7, now you are with the 24/7 championship, but what are your plans for 2022? Maybe the Raw Women's title?
I would absolutely love that. First and foremost, always watching over my shoulder, you know, watching out behind my back to see who's coming my way, male or female. I think that's an amazing, amazing opportunity and an accomplishment for myself in defending this, you know, as long as I possibly can. With it on my one shoulder, I absolutely would love to get another baby on this shoulder. And, you know, go for that Raw Women's tag title would be amazing, but also for that Raw Women's Championship, you know, that would be just something spectacular. And it would be amazing because, again, I've grown with these women. I've seen these women come into the business. I was brought into WWE with these girls, and we've been together through this whole journey, and I've seen them grow. And again, too, I want to capitalize on any opportunity that's, you know, given to me. But I also see that these girls just have to go and take it. And that's what I'm willing to do, is just go out there and prove a point and say, you know, put respect on my name because I'm coming after you girls.
Ándale, no,
Yeah.
Dana está con todo, Dana. Dijo que, le pregunté que qué onda, que si vamos a ir ahora por el campeonato femenino de Raw, y me dijo, a ver, este bebecito se ve precioso aquí, pero de este lado yo tengo espacio para otro campeonato. Y yo crecí con estas chicas, yo las conozco perfecto, y prepárense porque Dana lo va a lograr todo. Así como trae esa palabra de decreto, gente. And you should know something, Dana. I think the brunch, this show, is kind of a magic box. Because trust me, yes, trust me. All the superstars that they were here with me, they say the same like you. Like, no, this championship, and maybe a month, 3 months, or 6 months, but they have now the championship that they said at the beginning.
So they manifest it. You're their good luck charm. Yeah, put it out there.
Yeah.
As soon as I get the other baby, I'm coming on their show and say, you're right. You were right.
Okay.
Exactly.
I know that, and it will happen.
Sure. Thank you.
2022 will be your year.
Yes,
sure.
I believe it.
Yeah, you deserve it. You really deserve it.
Thank you.
Because I know that you started in NXT in 2013. I mean, long career. And from the world's of fitness competition. So now I want to know, how difficult was this change for you?
It was, you know, growing up, I was a gymnast for 18 years, and I found that to be a great transition into wrestling with the in-ring skills and the ability. And I'm fearless, you know, growing up in gymnastics, and you know, you always were determined and you were driven for success. And it wasn't, you know, I always say across the board, sports and team sports are an amazing thing, but gymnastics was all about me, myself, and I. And same thing as wrestling, right? Wrestling is about me, myself, and I. I'm in the ring. I'm trying to do it the best I possibly can. If I have, you know, a team member or a tag partner as well, she's trying to do the best that they can. Yes, we're a team, but it all depends on what I do. Like, it's an individual sport, wrestling. And I found that to like my advantage too, is I came up in gymnastics and I was very hard on myself. I was very determined, but that transferred in the wrestling ring too, because I was super active. I used my gymnastic skills in the ring. I'm super fearless in the ring. Any way I possibly can, you know, get a victory, I go above and beyond. Coming from the fitness world, it was, you know, I'm not going to lie, it was a bit difficult in regards to the dieting, the training, and then having to focus on WWE and that training. I was so skinny and lean for fitness and bodybuilding, where my body fat was like at 0%. I was dehydrated, I was tired, and then I would want to go and give it all in WWE and in the ring too, that it was just hard to juggle both. But I wanted to, in my heart of hearts, to say, I can do it. And I was the first female WWE NXT super to compete in the Arnold Classic and wrestle at the same time. And I found that as an amazing accomplishment. And once I got to say I did that, I had to retire in the fitness industry and really focus on wrestling, because that's a 24-hour job, you know, like you're mentally training, you're physically training, you have to recover your body, you have to be ready at any time of the day, you know, 7 days a week, you're always on. And I found that to be an amazing transition too, because everything that I've learned from my past in gymnastics and fitness and being super strong in the fitness, you know, division too, you know, I would have to lift crazy amounts of weights and train and tumble. So it was like a snowball effect, and it ended up on the biggest platform of them all is WWE. So I get to really perfect my craft, and I really get to go out there and show the world that anything is possible. Anything that you put your mind to is possible. And I believe that, you know, strongly started when I was a gymnast. When I started gymnastics when I was at the age of 2. So it was 2 years old. My mom, you know, took me, and she would do the parent taught, like parent and child classes. And I took off with it, and I fell in love with it at the age of 2. And here I am now at 33, still flipping and tumbling in the ring. So, you know, Yeah, it was definitely a journey, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Sports are your life, girl.
Yes, yes.
Really?
Sports have always been my life.
Okay. And this is the first time that we're talking, but I
Yes.
have to say that you impress me a lot. You're 23
Thank you.
and you have a big heart and big goals and everything. And that's the formula to create the life that you have now. And congratulations about that, because your life is the big example that we need to create and recreate and have the life that we want. Thank you so much.
Exactly. No, I appreciate you guys giving me the time and the platform, to speak and share my message. And my thing is always motivating other people. And if I can just motivate one person out of all these people that are on here live, I've done my job, because hopefully they can take away something and they can spread it. And that motivates me, and that actually keeps me going too, in the wrestling world too, is everybody inspires me to kind of keep going and push further within my career.
You have an amazing soul, really.
Thank you. Thank you
Really.
so much.
A ver, gente, yo creo que aquí me voy a quedar platicando con Dana 3 horas más. Estábamos hablando ahorita de que cómo fue la transición de ser una chica fitness a ser una superestrella de WWE. Y a ver, o sea, esto es lo que más me ha impactado. Ella comenzó a ser gimnasta desde que tenía 2 años. 2 años. O sea, nació, gateó y ¡pum! Ya, se convirtió en una gimnasta. Nos estaba platicando acerca de que básicamente lo que se trata de ser gimnasta y ser estrella de WWE, bueno, superestrella de WWE, aquí se trata como de compromiso contigo. Y es un esfuerzo contigo mismo todo el tiempo, todo el tiempo, todo el tiempo. Claro que si tienes a un compañero, pues son los dos, pero enfocados también en lo que tienen que hacer propiamente, ¿no? Y me decía que nos estaba compartiendo que el mundo fitness, pues la transición fue difícil, porque imagínense tener una dieta súper estricta, estar todo el tiempo en ejercicio, dijo que se deshidrató el cuerpo, que estaba cansada, y ahora como pasar a esto, o sea, como al lado, uno de los lados más increíbles del deporte, del entretenimiento, que es WWE, puta, pues para ella fue una transición complicada, pero pues ahora lo está viviendo y está viviendo su sueño a través de lo que ella decía, ¿no? O sea, que gracias a sus papás, pues ella empezó en el mundo de la gimnasia, pero ahora con compromiso y disciplina, pues ha logrado más. Yo no sé, yo le dije. So, after all these years, do you feel any like regret or nostalgia for the fitness competitions and the gymnast competitions?
No, absolutely not, because I feel like life is like a puzzle piece, right?
Yeah.
Life is always, giving you a piece of the puzzle to connect it. Yeah. And I feel like throughout my entire life of these 33 years, every single piece has fit my puzzle. And sometimes you don't know where that piece is going to fit. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's going to make a beautiful picture. So coming into fitness has actually allowed me to get here in WWE and have that platform. When I was competing in fitness, I was competing all around the world, Spain, Brazil, you name it. I was competing all over the place. And I told myself, I said, this is a great platform. It's a great industry. It's amazing. I'm meeting so many people. But in my heart of hearts, I always wanted something more. I've always wanted to go out on a bigger platform and be able to inspire other people. And WWE fell into my lap, and it was a great opportunity. But at the time, I was like hemming and hawing. I said, I'm very comfortable in the fitness world. I'm very comfortable with where I'm at. But over here, it gives me that next step and that bigger platform that I've always wanted. And I've always been a risk taker. And I said, I don't want to be complacent and have any regrets later in life if I didn't take this on. Wow. So I said, okay, why not? I can, go and give this a try. And I went and I fell in love with it. It was just a complete circle of everything. It takes dedication. It takes strength. It takes physical in-ring ability. And it's that next step that I needed to be able to touch so many people's lives around the world. Not saying that I would never go back into the fitness industry, because maybe one day, when I retire from WWE or possibly I have kids, I want to show my children that, you know, whatever you put your mindset to, you can do. And I would come out of retirement and possibly, you know, go back on stage in the fitness world and do one more show. And that would give me motivation to like get back in shape and tip top shape. But no, I never regret anything because at the end of the day, my puzzle is fitting perfectly.
Qué bonito habla Dana Brooke. De verdad, yo estoy así como viendo una película. Qué bonito habla. Your speeches, your words are beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm here seeing or watching a TV series like, thank you so much.
Thank you. No, you're bringing it out of me. You have great questions.
No, that's great. Our energy there.
Our energy is like this.
Yes, thank you. A ver,
Yes.
Pues le estaba preguntando que si tiene como que se ha arrepentido del fitness, del mundo fitness. Y ella me dijo algo bien chido que va para todos ustedes. Me dijo que básicamente ella ve la vida como un rompecabezas, ¿no? Y que cada cosa que te pasa en la vida se completa de cierta manera para ver ahora la gran fotografía, la gran imagen que es tu vida. Entonces, que disfrutó muchísimo el mundo fitness y que fue increíble, que no va a decir que no va a regresar nunca, porque pues eso no sabemos las vueltas que da la vida, pero que le gustaría muchísimo que ahora que, o sea, en el momento en que ya tenga sus hijos, decirles que todo lo que ellos creen con su mente lo pueden lograr. Entonces, y no se arrepiente de nada. Básicamente, eso fue lo que me dijo. No me arrepiento de nada. No me gusta eso de arrepentirme. So, who was your inspiration when you decided that you want to be a superstar, a WWE superstar?
It was a combination of people. My family has always supported me. My mom and my dad and my sister have always been there from day one. And they've always told me, you know, go and conquer your dreams. This is when I was Ashley. They would always say, Ash, go and conquer your dreams. You know, you can always come back, but you have to explore the unknown. You have to go out there and spread your wings and fly. And my dad and I would always, you know, watch, or he would be clicking through the channels and my dad would come across WWE. And then I would see all this wrestling stuff. And then in the mornings, like our Sunday mornings, we would put like stuffed animals and pillows on the ground and I would jump off the bed and he would catch me and we would like play wrestle and stuff like that. So when this opportunity came, it was amazing. I get goosebumps talking about it because it was like meant to be. And when I had, you know, told my father about it, he's like, yes, go and try it, Ash. And I went and it opened my eyes to a new life. And when I was there, I've always heard of, it's crazy because growing up, we would go to like festivals and fairs and there would be these balloons and you would throw a dart at the balloon and at the balloon, you would get a picture. And I saw Triple H at the time. He had a picture, he had his long hair. I was like, oh, this guy's attractive. Not really knowing like down the line that I was going to be working for WWE and Triple H was going to be my boss. And then when I went to NXT, I was like, oh my God, that's him. Like I used to have his little picture, you know, from winning it at a carnival. And I saw Triple H and I saw his dedication. I saw Stephanie McMahon and I absolutely love what Stephanie's all about women empowerment, about children, and children are the future of our generation. And I also saw that she was, you know, an in-ring competitor and she could do it all.
Yeah.
She could really do it all. And I really, she's a very big part of my, you know, inspiration. And I saw so many amazing wrestlers, like growing up, like Ric Flair, I would see him on TV. Then I saw him, you know, backstage. I would see The Undertaker and I would see Undertaker and how he was so personable. And it was really something amazing that it really opened up my eyes. And I was just like, wow, you know, one day when I look back, I hope people can look at me like I did, you know, Stephanie and Triple H and The Undertaker. And, you know, the list goes on because every single one of these WWE superstars from before until now, we all have something special. Yeah. Like we really do have one thing that just stands out that is super special. And I try and see that in every single individual. And I do. And they all motivate me because, I mean, really and truly, we're on the road 300 days out of the 365. And it takes something inside of us that drives us to be able to go and really inspire and motivate ourselves to be the best we possibly can be. So everyone has truly been an inspiration to me along the way.
Okay, we share Undertaker as well.
Yeah, right? He's awesome.
Yes. A ver, gente, estábamos platicando ahorita de quién es su inspiración y dijo que pues ha sido un mix de todo. O sea, que ella se acuerda perfecto cuando estaba su papá viendo la televisión y ella andaba como cambiándole y cambiándole y vio o sea, vio cómo era WWE y ella dijo, wow. Y bueno, la cosa es que imprimió una fotito de Triple H y cuando lo vio en vivo, dijo, no lo puedo creer, o sea, ya estoy aquí, ya tengo la oportunidad y ver a Stephanie McMahon y también haber visto a Ric Flair y a The Undertaker, todos ellos fueron como una gran inspiración para lo que tenemos ahora aquí enfrente de nosotros. So, Dana, this is the last question. Everybody's expressing their wishes for Christmas and the New Year. So, would you like to send a message to the Latin America, please, friends?
I'm very, very gracious for everybody that supports me out there. It's really something spectacular. And I wish everybody out there to have the best 2022 and the best Christmas, because I know these last 2 years have been really difficult with the pandemic going on. And I just want everybody to be healthy and happy. That is the key to success and the key to have the best 2022, and never say never, right? I'm a prime example of that. I've never said never, and I've accomplished so much. And it doesn't matter, even within the last, 30 days of this year, I've set goals and I've accomplished them.